welcome to my video. This is Mrs. Roadrunner, and I probably won't do a whole lot of talking. Okay, Fallout 4 is going to be updating here real soon, so advice is to not allow your game to update, and don't just rely on the easiest way possible and just tell Steam not to do it. Don't trust that. There's videos out there. How to stop Steam game updates by Gamer Poets is one of them. Take the advice so we don't ruin our games, you know? You'll notice I do a lot of hard saves. When I have noticed throughout the years that when my game goes belly up, and it will if you use mods sooner or later, um, the quick saves just they don't cut it. They don't work. Yeah, something was going on here in this part, and you don't want to get in the way of the missiles because you know they'll get you instead. This is my Red Rocket build. I imported it in from a gosh, I can't
Dead as
even
can be.
remember when I did that
Bingo.
build.
Hell
But
yeah.
instead of rebuilding every time, none of my builds are ever finished. So I exported them and then I imported them in here, so I can finish them or whatever. It just gives me a jump start because starting all over again from ground up is it just gets old. It gets old real quick. And hear that? That is a skeleton underneath the ground. I'm sure at the time when I built this, I deleted it, but it came back because it's a new game. I take it, I remove it here sometime. I don't know when.
We'll all be better off without you around.
All that commotion was due to
Whatever.
raiders raiding my Red Rocket. So, yeah, it helps to have walls around your settlement and protection around your settlement.
Nice.
As you can see,
Yes.
my Sanctuary build protected my Red Rocket build because they're pretty close together. That's just how I do things. I quickened this up because I do a lot of building and I can get an hour worth of building in, I mean, 10 minutes. I can get an hour of building in doing it this way. And I don't, yeah, I build, then I change my mind, and then, yeah. So, I mean, if my observations of people wanting to watch building, I could obviously I could slow it down or make it go normal speed, but right now I'm keeping it fast because you know What I'm doing here is I'm just picking up the lights, putting them back down. It triggers the electrical that I have in my settlement.
Look alive, Gage.
You need something, boss?
What I notice, I have gauged quite a bit. What I notice about
Tell
him
me about
is
the options.
building
Need
bores
something?
him to death, and he gets kind of antsy. So every so often, I'll check in with him to see how bored he is, and then
What's on your mind?
we'll
Being a
go out.
goon,
We'll
a
just
fate
shoot
worse than
stuff
death.
and come back, and he's good for a while. And
Didn't have
his,
anything else for the moment.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not real high yet in I can't even say the word, but it's only 100 and 500 or something right now. So that's what I was doing. And then this is move the workbench. Nice little mod. You can console command a workbench in, but this is just easier, and it's such a little mod, and it's so helpful. You just pick it up and you can move it wherever you want to. It's more convenient for me to have it where I always sleep, and that's right here. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, right here I noticed that my working oven and sink and stuff isn't in here. It didn't import for some odd reason, but I'm just putting it back. And that's right there, CWSS Renew. It's a nice mod, and I like to play with it. And then over here, that blinking, that's a log. That's a log for my log house is all. All these houses are provided by Sim Settlements too. It's my residential district, and I'm looking around to see where, the stranger see him.
Whatever.
He is not supposed to be here.
Not really, no.
He's having issues, and that's why he stopped at
Oh, hey there.
the
Didn't
wall
expect
there.
to be seeing you again.
We're supposed to be doing this whole
something up?
conversation in Concord.
It's not the A-Sams, is it?
So mods are just
That's why I'm here.
having a little
so it
fight
is the
right
sensors
now,
that
and
bring
they're
you
not.
Look, I'll tell you the same
Yeah,
thing I told the others.
I fix it all.
I know it
You'll
may seem
see how I
confusing,
fix it. I think I
but
have
trust
it on
me,
video.
just stick with it. Keep building with them, and provide your people with proper supervision. Eventually, it'll all make sense.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
A-Sams are easy enough to use, but sometimes you literally need to tell someone to use them. It's as if people need verbal permission to improve their lives or something.
What else do you have?
What else? Are you saying the sensors aren't enough for you? Huh. Well, that's a first. Most people complain A-Sams are too complicated. No one's ever asked for more. I'm starting to get the feeling you're not exactly like most people, are you? All right, darling, consider me curious. What's your story? Like, for starters, that Pip-Boy on your wrist. I bet there's a tale behind that.
Why do you ask?
It's not every day someone trips over a Pip-Boy. Heck, it took me years to find mine. So where'd you get yours?
What do you know about Vault Tech?
Vault-Tech? Well, considering you're wearing one of them blue jumpsuits, chances are you know a lot more than me. Hold on a minute. Pip-Boy. Vault suit. That expression you'd see on a Brahmin getting its first milking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you're a legit vault dweller.
No. Thank you.
Of course I know. Want to grab some drinks later?
Not really, no. They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods. But something malfunctioned. I woke up at one point. Some people killed my husband and kidnapped my son. I'm trying to find him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know what that's... Well, I know something like that ain't easy. You might be surprised how common that kind of thing is out here. I mean, not the frozen in a vault part, but... I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I don't mean to pick at fresh wounds. But what you said about being frozen, are you telling me you're pre-war? Before the bombs?
Yeah. Before the war. Before everything was ruined.
Whoa. That's... Well, that's amazing. You really aren't like most people. Then, if you don't mind my asking, why is a vault dweller from the past bothering with settlements and ASAMs?
I want to help people.
That's an admirable goal. I can respect that. And for what I've seen so far, you're the kind who's more than willing to put actions to those kind of words. Well, guess that explains why you're so serious about this settlement stuff.
How are things going?
Yeah?
You can see here I have all that editing to do right there. This back room was for the workbenches, and the back room's there. It got imported, okay, but the workbenches didn't for I don't know, whatever reason. So I think I might change that to like a bunkhouse for people who don't really want to come into the city itself. They just want a place to sleep. I think I'll just put that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do with it. But it's okay. This is. I put the name up there. The Wi-Fi router generators and such mod. Very good mod, and I will not play without it. Period. She did a great job on it.
How's it going?
What you need,
I
boss?
see the
I'm
place
not
is
saying.
pretty empty. I have little stalls built there because that's where different tables were set. And then, of course, they got their thing there. But I don't know. I may turn it into a bunkhouse. I'm just not sure. Before I forget, too, I have all sentiments extended, the complete ASE mod. Sim Settlements 2, sometimes it can give off bad results. I've used it for years, but it can be taxing on your PC. So, heads up. Yeah, I should mention, I guess, again, I do have that mutant mod. I can't say the word, so I ain't even going to try. Anywho, good mod, and it works. It works with all my other mods. So far, so good. You'll notice too on my perks, I get anything to do with settlements. The Smarts one, the Black Widow, the local leader. That's a good one. I don't use VATs. Others do. That's fine. I just don't use them, so I don't pick the perks. Okay, now right here, this is in Raiders too.
Hurry!
The stranger we left over there in the main settlement,
Raiders!
they have to be in the same room.
Hurry!
I fixed this by putting them in the same room. However, he'll just keep saying that over and over again. And that's because of my mods. It works fine if, you don't run any other mods or whatnot. But that's all I do is I beam old Paul into the same room and boom, it triggers. So it's not a big deal. Okay, here I thought I would check Gage's affinity, and I thought I would cheat it up, but then I changed my mind. But what the highest is 1200 or something, and I was just gonna cheat it in, but I thought now because I haven't done Nuka World yet, I cheated him in. And before I go to Nuka World, I need to send him home. And it should trigger fine after that. But he'll give me the dialogue, because he's not supposed to know me. Oh, I should say, using mods or console commands, same thing. It's at your own risk, it can mess up your game big time. So, in fact, the Sib Settlements dude, he even says, don't use console commands if you want your game to run well, I just don't care. So, this is what I've done for a long time, so I just continue to do it. I can screw up my game any way I want. If you notice in my main settlement, I can't fast travel there. The fast travel has been taken off. And I do run, God, another mod. It's kind of new. I'll get the name of it at some point. But so I come here and then I walk over the bridge. It's not exactly, a long way away. Okay, the name of it is Clean and Smooth Settlements. This is the first time I've ever used it. It's not a new mod, but it's just new to me. So I'm trying it out, and so far, so far so good. So.
Let's get out of here. How are you doing?
I am running the Darker Nights mod. God knows why, since I can't see, but I think it's a requirement for another mod I'm using, so the weather mod. But yeah. True Storms is the weather mod. I mentioned it, so I kind of obligated myself to tell you. If you didn't notice, I went back to the vanilla way of doing this. I'm just used to it. That's all.
I'll give you my room from the house. Sure.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until right now when I was playing. That's a working that's a working sink from below. So yeah, just delete it. Somehow I put two of them in the game. Yeah, I try to mute all the music. So do it now or do it after I uploaded everything, and it's a pain in the butt. So I might as well just do it now. You'll see I have floaties. I have a rip in the ground over there. All that's going to be taken care of someday. I'll get around to doing it. You'll see the issue with the controller. See there, it won't let me use that. I just turn off my controller and turn it back on, and voila, it's fixed. Okay, fine, I did it with my mouse, but hey, it does fix it, really. You'll notice that these
I can't really
regenerate their
say.
crap, you know, but I don't want them in the middle of my road, so I'll remove them sometime.
Ha. Nice. And I'll just take this. Dead as can be. Yes. Bingo. Hell yeah. Mine now. Excellent. Sweet. Come to Mama. Nice. Hey, Gage.
All these suckers trying to make it on their own. Well, makes for easy pickings, I guess.
Suits me fine.
Okay, the true storms I just mentioned, the mods, this is part of it. It rains and thunders and all kinds of stuff that, you know, especially in the Northwest where we live in Oregon, and we have pine trees. Well, pine trees have a lot of water, so, you know, it does rain here.
Pardon me.
Okay, at this
Hey.
point, he's quiet because old Paul is supposed to be in the same room with him to trigger the next quest. Well, old Paul ain't here, so you know, it's not gonna trigger. I think I went and got old Paul and made him come here. Let's see, Porter Gage. Okay,
Sweet.
I the storm there. And then now I gotta figure out old Paul's his numbers to bring him over through the console. I could just wait for old Paul to show up. So yeah, it's which one do you want?
You okay there?
I just don't have
Hey,
very
darling.
much patience.
Thanks for your help.
At this moment, I'm just procrastinating, waiting for old Paul to show up. That's all I'm doing here. What I was thinking is maybe old Paul is ahead of us, right? Because, you know, I've done this a few times, this quest. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking around for old Paul and see where he can go. 'Cause
You need me to carry something?
he didn't come up on
Say
my
the word.
map. So,
Thanks, Gage.
Um,
I appreciate that. How you doing, buddy? Hell yeah. Here we go again.
They thought they
What are you thinking about?
Well, old Paul wasn't here, so I'm heading back to go find him.
You staying out of trouble? Well, this will be an interesting challenge. Bingo. Hey,
So what's your
Yeah,
story? Looking to
flirt
trade?
with her.
Rob me?
And then
Or
for
just
the
ask
rest of the
directions
game,
to
you
dine
get a
in the city?
discount from her because you made an old lady laugh. So,
just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
I'll take a look, sure.
I got a little bit of everything. What the?
Don't
Let's
be such a
do
coward. Are you afraid?
You get through this. Stay calm.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems. Take him out.
Look at all the blood.
Hell yeah. Bingo. Heads up. Huzzah! Glad that's over.
Hello, fellow traveler. Come, take a seat by the fire, and take account of this glorious beast. It's an albino radstag, a very rare condition, caused by a genetic mutation. Of course, we won't tell that to the members of the club, will we, Ludwig? Ha 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 ha. Good, good. Which is precisely why we need to kill every other albino radstag in the Commonwealth, and burn any evidence of their existence. It's the only way to ensure our kill is one of a kind. In fact, if you'd like to help, I'll give you caps for every radstag hide you find. After all, even the common ones might be carriers of the gene.
Here you go.
Thank you, traveler. With every hide, our discovery is that much more unique. I'll have Ludwig burn these immediately.
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Radstags tend to graze in areas with plenty of grass and fresh water. They're not unlike farmers in that sense. Except radstags tend to be more civilized. Ha ha ha.
Good one, sir.
Your discovery really makes you that happy?
Of course! It's more than a discovery after all. It's a once-in-a-lifetime achievement. And there's only one way to keep it so. Extinction of the radstag species.
I don't have any more questions.
As you wish.
Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna find old Paul in this video. Thanks for coming by and everything.
Hey there.
I believe
Yes?
we find
Hey, how's it going?
the stranger, and then that's I have to sleep sometime. so
Hey there.
You okay there? Hey,